What's good, y'all? It's your boy, Coach Carl. Mr. 57 is the new 27. Appreciate y'all logging in. Got a little bit of light work to do today, y'all. Working on the jab right now. Working on the quick twitch muscle, where you can step out and be like, hit them quick. Keep this hand here for protection. Yeah, just trying to put a little bit of work in. Hope that wherever y'all at in the world, that y'all having a good day. I'm over here just trying to put a little work in. Not too much, just enough. Better to say I came outside and did a little something. I ain't been outside in a couple of days because I've been doing a lot of stuff on the inside. Sometimes you do so much on the inside, you don't come outside. I got an inside bag too. So I've been working that bag for a little bit. But I hope y'all been training. Y'all see it's been raining. Leaves is all over the place. Limbs done fell off trees. But you gotta keep working. That's how we get to the next level, yo. You gotta keep working. Keep them short, keep them tight. Put a little bit on that body, make them feel it. Keep it nice and tight. Always bring your hands back. Bring it right back up. Hit it with that body shot. Bring it back. Bring it back. Ah. When you want to get your rest, you come on up, get away from them. Step back here. Then you can do all of this. But don't pull your hands down when you're in close. I don't care about all that bobbing and weaving, ducking and dodging. You're going to get clocked. So, pull them up when you get back in. Ah! 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 Woo! I did so much legs earlier today. I can feel it right now. Ah! Ah! I feel it in the punches. They say when your legs gone, you gone. That's why you got to train them legs. I did so much training earlier. I understand what they mean. When they say, legs gone, you gone. If your legs ain't strong, you ain't gonna survive. I don't care how many punches you can throw. You need your hips, you need your legs. Always make sure you close out right here. Every combination must close out right here, no matter what the combination is. Because if you can't close out covering yourself, no matter what you hit him with, he might have a desperation punch and hit you back. And then that's when you get caught. So combination, close. 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 Whenever you're using one, hold the other one up. See? Left up. Right up. Right up. Left up. Yeah, you gotta be able to tighten down. Man, hope y'all doing good today. No matter where y'all at in the world. I hope y'all doing good. Man, don't let nobody tell you that leg work don't work. A lot of guys ask me all the time, they say, Coach, what you do all that leg work for? What them legs got to do with them hands? Trust me. You ever heard of a boxer get hit and the judge say, or the commentator say, his body gone, his hands gone? They say his legs is gone. Because once you get hit with a good shot, up here, it take power out of these down here. So these got to be extra strong. You got to work on them joints. I'm talking about thighs. I'm talking about knees. I'm talking about your calves and your ankles and your feet. That's why when y'all see me training, y'all always see me, I have on these 10-pound ankle weights. I just came back from a 3-mile run with no legs. And now I'm out here trying to just get a little bit of work just to make the body overwork. I want to overwork it for when the day I just have to work it. It's like if you overtrain it, on the day you only got to do half of that, you the man. But I train harder than what I got to do. And sometimes you just doing this. This just staying in the game. You don't know how much you're going to need this right here until you need it. This is that pity pat that people like to talk about. It ain't doing nothing but frustrating them until you can drop a better shot. Just keep your hands in the space. Keep them in the space. Keep them in the space. You don't see the next punch coming because he's so busy trying to figure out which one of these he's going to block. Ah! 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 It's your job to be to train your arms to keep working. Ah! 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 Woo! Lord. Boy, you put in the work, I'm putting in. You definitely ain't got nothing left in the end. Putting on my bag, putting on my weightlifting gloves now. So I can see what the rest of the world look like. As y'all can tell, I ain't been responding because I'm looking at the back of the phone. I can't see all that. Now we up to business. Now we at the business. There we go. Let's see. What we got here? What your boy got here? Man, he do got feelings, yo. Good work, Ray Miller, Larry. Good money, OG. Great way of deceiving them power shots. Exactly. They don't understand. That's what them pity pat punches is for. It's to deceive the ones you want to hit them with, the real ones. If you constantly hit them in the face with tip taps, he don't know if they're real or they fake. And the bottom line is, he don't know until you drop that real one on him. Then he know. Oh, crap. He still got something left. That's what the whole game is. That's why they call pity pats. I'm going to pity pat you to death until I find an opening. Then I'm going to hit you to death. I'm going to split that opening. You feel what I'm saying? My glasses started fogging up, dog. It's kind of a weird temperature out here right now. It's a weird temperature. It's cool, but I'm sweating. And it's not really hot, but it's kind of weird like. You know what I mean? Michael Jordan, what's good with your homeboy? How you feel, big dog? Let's see if I missed anybody up here earlier. Man. Let's see. Man. Hey, man, I appreciate it. I'm going to train as much as I can. I did 3.5 hours in the house today, and the thing that I closed out with was squats. And them squats about to beat my legs up. I'm going to drop a squat video later this week. Man, them squats about to beat my legs up. Had my thighs on swole, then I still put them 10-pound ankle weights on and went for that 3-mile run. And man, it's tough out here in the field, bro. It's tough. But you know, when you're trying to keep it real, was a bit lazy today, but ended up doing a late run. Glad to be putting in the work and seeing my brothers also. Hey, man, sometimes we're a little late. You're never late, though, if you're still working, because you ain't have a time to work. You just went out there and did what you had to do when you had to do it. Oh, yeah, you're going to get that squat video. You're going to hear me crying in that squat video. I was working these thighs, boy. Hey, look, them legs is gone. When I started on my walk, when I first walked out of the house and started on my run, man, I walked for the first, 10 minutes just to loosen my legs up. And, man, I was trying to hang in there, bro, but I got to go, though. I got to go. You got to go. What are my thoughts on school bullying, and will it ever stop? No, it won't ever stop, because you got some hard-headed kids out here. You got some hard-headed kids that come from hard-headed parents. And then as soon as your kid is being the one being bullied, and you find out who the bully is, and you go and talk to the principal, and the parent come in and talk to the principal, she blaming the school for her son bullying. He doing the same thing he doing around the way at your neighborhood. He doing the same thing. He gonna bully all the way up until he get hit by somebody that's better than him. Then the bullying stops. See, that's what happens. When he get hit, then the bullying stops. So I'm not telling you to tell your son to punch him in the face, but I'm not telling you to tell your son to take punches in the face either. So with that being said, you have to decide. You have to figure out the medium in between there. But bullying don't stop until you stand up to a bully. Bullies, we got them all kinds of ways. We got keyboard bullies. We got guys that'll get online just to say stupid stuff. When you check their channel to find out who they about, they've been had a channel for about a year or two. They ain't got no pictures. They ain't got nothing. They got a fake name. Because that's bullying. Keyboard bullying is just like telephone bullying. And now that we got social media, you got people that's bullying people for no reason. You got people that's hating on people for no reason. The bottom line is, no, it ain't going to stop. But you can stop it. One bully at a time. You can't stop it 3 bullies at a time, but you can get 1 bully at a time. Get 1 bully at a time. How you get them? You go to the principal. And if the principal don't do nothing, then go to the cops. Ain't nothing worse than seeing the cops pull up in your front yard. Ain't nothing worse than seeing the cops pull up in your front yard. Man, it is in some people's nature. It's how you being brought up. If your mom and dad ain't bringing you up right, then you ain't gonna be brought up right. If your mom and dad, my sons would have bullied somebody, they'd have got bullied as soon as they got home. Because I don't play that game. And we didn't play that game. That's why I had my sons in karate at 3 and 5, and in boxing at 13 and 15. You know what I'm saying? I had 2 sons. I had them both occupied. It wasn't no bullying. If you want to fight somebody, tell them come to the gym, where it's a coach and a referee, and you got headgear and gloves. Would you say one way to prevent bullying to get more people into boxing from a young age? Yeah, because when you get them into boxing at a young age, the one thing they know how to do is protect themselves. See, people think boxing is one-dimensional. People think boxing is about fighting. People think boxing is just about climbing in the ring and throwing punches. Boxing is an art, just like you learn katas in karate, you learn weapons in karate, you spar in the kumite in karate. Nobody's trying to knock people out, but the bottom line is with boxing, for some reason, because it's readily available and easy to do, or so people think, they go out in the backyard and they start boxing. They go out in the front yard and stay boxing. They learn boxing and they come to the streets and try to box. Why not box in the ring? Why not box where boxing counts at? And if you teach your child how to box, I got all kinds of videos on my channel about the new boxer. That's a video right now. The new boxer. That's a video I dropped last week. Go and look at the new boxer. It's a video. It talks about how to get your person into boxing, what to start with, what to learn. And then when you get to that point, you won't have to worry about your child being bullied because, as I did, I knew my child could protect himself. Let's see what we got here. Do you believe in God, man? I believe in God every day, 7 days a week, all day long. Yeah, you're welcome. Hey, man, I answer any questions that make sense. The only thing I don't do on this channel is I don't deal with the bullying. I don't deal with the suckers. Y'all know this is what we call a sucker-free channel. So if I got some suckers up here asking me some dumb questions that don't deserve an answer and making statements about people that don't deserve your being on this forum, I will delete you expeditiously, which means very, very quickly. Hey, I appreciate the subscribing. Definitely appreciate it. Every one of y'all, subscribe to my channel. So every time I do a live, every time we do a conversation, it ain't always about me hitting the bag. I'm hitting the bag because that's part of my workout. I'm showing y'all what people are doing when they up here. Okay, the CAPRESE, we're going to back it up. We're going to back it up because we're going to get rid of the first sucker. People don't understand what getting rid of a sucker means. But I'm going to show you. All these suckers, we got to get rid of them. Because they don't want to be up here. If they wanted to be up here, they'd be saying something that made sense. But they like to come up here and everybody is stuck on the word gay. So they like to keep asking questions about gay this, gay that. And I don't care if you gay. And I'm saying no more than you care if I was gay. But the reality is that's what people do. They get up here and they send stupid stuff and they just They trying to interrupt the program. But we talking about some serious stuff with some serious people, and they ain't number bullies. They ain't number typewriter bullies. They can't fight. You know, a guy. I got a video I put on my line today, and I talked about a guy that every time he watched me on my channel, he said my guard ain't high enough. My guard be here. He says not high enough. I said here. He says not high enough. I say here. He says not high enough. You know, I saw him boxing one time, and he was like this. He was like this trying to fight from up here. But he trying to tell me how to fight. Come on, dog. Get it real. Keep it 100. These ain't boxers. Boxers don't ask dumb questions and don't talk about stupid boxing tactics. Only the non-boxers. But I appreciate everybody being up here, whether you're a boxer or a non-boxer. Everybody know their place in the world. I'm not going to go into the hospital trying to tell the doctor what to do. I'm not going to go to the bike shop trying to tell the bike maker, bike fixer what to do. I'm not going to go to the football field and tell him you ain't running fast enough to run that ball. I stay in my lane. My lane is boxing and martial arts. So I stay in my lane. And if I want to be in another lane, I watch, I observe. I just pay attention. That's not my lane. I don't have advice or conversation for something that I don't know about. What do you believe some of the symptoms are of overtraining? Hurting in places you ain't supposed to hurt. Like if you're in the gym, you got headaches at the end of the day and stuff like that, and you've been sparring, then you've been overtraining, and you've been getting hit in the head too many times. If you're doing a bunch of push-ups and you wake up the next morning and your heart ain't beating right, or your chest feels sore, and I ain't talking about the muscle, I'm talking about it feels sore in the rib area, which means you feel it behind the muscle. You feel like something ain't right. Or if you just stressed out, like, you know what I'm saying, when you train so much that your body is just completely stressed out, like your back is sore. Back is sore means you done overtrained it. Legs are sore to the point where you can't stand up. That means you overtrained them. But you got to know how to calm it down. You got to stretch it out. You got to know when it's just something that's surface level and something that's non-surface level, so it's under the surface, which means if I hurt my shoulder because I punched the bag wrong, that's just I punched the bag wrong. I put some ice on it. If in a day or two it's not better, then I start being concerned. But if I put some ice on it and in a day or two it's better, don't hit the bag the same way. Hit it a little softer. You ain't got to kill a bag just because you hit the bag. You ain't got to kill exercises just because you're doing them. Nobody says do 1,000 push-ups on your first take. You know what I'm saying? Do push-ups that get to a point where you get tired and then you stop. Don't overdo it. New Micah, appreciate you being up here. Appreciate it. What are my tips to start becoming disciplined from rock bottom? My tips for starting to become disciplined from rock bottom is make a routine that you can live with. A lot of people can't live with the routine that they make. They make it so hard that somebody give you a routine and it's way harder than what you think, but then you got to go through all kinds of crap to make it work. It's too hard for you. The routine from a beginner standpoint should be no more than 30 minutes. 30 minutes of exercising, maybe another 10 or 15 minutes of hitting the bag or shadow boxing if you don't have a bag. Walking, that's why I say always start walking 15 minutes away from the house, then walk 15 minutes back. That's a sizable routine for anybody. Don't overdo it, and then you won't not want to do it the following day. That's the word I'm looking for. You won't not want to do it. You got to make it so you can do it. If it's 30 minutes, 30 minutes. Set the timer. Get what you can get for 30 minutes and then walk away from it. If you're a beginner, you need to build up that consistency first. You don't go and try to do a 3-hour workout on your first day and then start thinking the next night, the next morning, you got to do another 3-hour workout because it's going to stress you out. Thank you, my friend. Yeah, you know them fake accounts, man. I'm in South Africa. Where are you? I'm in the United States of America, homie. Hey, look, and if y'all on my channel, please hit the subscribe button. Hit that notification icon so y'all can be notified every time I drop a new video, and we can keep this party going. And for all the fake haters and the guys that saying stupid stuff up here, you know I'm gonna get rid of them. You know I'm gonna get rid of them because they interrupting the process. Box with my mind. Hey, look, box with your mind. Hey, look, as long as you stay out of trouble. Just don't box with your mouth because your mouth will cause you to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Coach, you should promote one of your followers that are on your live every time you're on so they can monitor your chat and ban trolls. Maybe I should, but I don't know how to do it right now. I'm just learning how to be online, bro. I ain't been online but about, I had a channel for a year and a half, but I ain't been online doing lives but about maybe 2 months. I got to learn all of those other things to do so that I can make better use out of my channel. And until then, I just know how to get rid of them. But as y'all know, my channel just hit 50,000 subscribers, so I'm starting to learn more stuff right now. So that's gonna be one of the things that I need to learn how to do, because I can't do it all, player. People can only say what comes from their mind, and whatever comes from their mind comes from their wisdom, and whatever comes from their wisdom comes from their experience. I was always taught that. You can't, what I tell people, you can't teach from something you never learned. Yeah, people do be telling on themselves, just listen. Exactly. Exactly. It's funny to me, though. It's funny to me, because I know what it is. I know exactly what it is. I know exactly how the game play out. I'm late tonight in India, actually. And by the way, who's your favorite Mexican fighter? Oh, man, my favorite Mexican fighter, other than Julio Cesar Chavez Sr., not Junior, Sr., I like Canelo, but I don't know if he's from Mexico or not, but I like Chocolito. I don't know if he's from Mexico or not, but Chocolito was a bad man. You said Salvador Sanchez, a monster. Let's see. It's fundamental. Do boxing relate when you are fighting a real fight? Boxing is the main sport. It is the main martial art that relates, because when you're in a real fight, you use these. You dance around, you know how to block, you know how to bob and weave, and you pop, 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 pop. That's what a fight is. You ever seen a fight that didn't use these? That's why boxing is the most relatable. You can't always kick. You might not be in a position to kick. You might have on church shoes. You know what I'm saying? You might have on tight pants. You might be in a suit. But these work no matter what you in. That's why boxing relates to fighting. Let's see, does boxing, I think I already said that one. Brother, if you were in the gym and there was a newcomer at the gym, say 21 years old, and two bigger men started trying to talk down to him and belittle him, making him feel inadequate, would you report? Now, I interfere. I'm the old school OG. I interfere. I don't allow people to disrespect and belittle people in my presence. That is one of the gifts that I have for being involved in martial arts and boxing for 20 years apiece over my life. I'm not afraid of anything. And I know how to interfere and intervene without it being a problem. And if it should become a problem, then that's what I've been training for, to eliminate the problems. Don't want it to be a problem, but I ain't afraid of a problem, if you understand what I'm saying. I got a fast metabolism. Give me a solid workout routine. Man, just I don't know what you, but that's kind of a blank question, because I don't know what you're capable of doing. But and I don't know if you ever been in working out or you ain't been in working out. It's kind of, when you giving somebody a workout routine, it's based on what you think that person can do. That's why when a person came in my gym and I said, give me some push-ups, right? He said, how many you want me to do? I said, let me see you do the first two. That will determine how many I think he can do. If he's struggling through the first two, I'm not gonna call but 10. But if he's doing first two like this, I'm gonna call 30. And I'm gonna see where he at for 30. It all depends. I don't know, I can't tell somebody something blank. Control mind and emotions. There's a time to get physical. Exactly. I'm the guy that starts to try to prevent the physical first, because they don't know what I know. See, when I'm intervening and telling them to stop picking on somebody, they don't know what I know. So they start talking trash to me, and I'm saying, hold up, brother. Let's keep this 100. Let's just stick to the subject at hand. Leave the young brother alone, because he ain't bothering nobody. And if it was my gym, I just throw him out. You know what I'm saying? And it's been my gym, and I have just thrown him out. Hey, coach, thanks for your advice. I replaced the bananas in my smoothies for blueberries and 2 eggs. Well, you doing that thing. Now you ain't got that 14 grams of sugar per banana up in there. Now you working. Now we getting somewhere. Now you're going to see some progress a lot faster. Not that you wouldn't have seen it with the bananas, but you would have seen it a little bit slower. Peace, coach. Yo, green thumb. My man. My throat is dry. It's too much sweating. Take the water from out your body. I had my first sparring match. I got a black eye, but I got a few good licks in there. That's good. Avoid the black eye by just keeping your hands up. No matter what you're throwing. If you're throwing this hand, keep this hand up. If you're throwing that hand, keep this hand up. You know what I'm saying? Keep the hands up and move your head. The only way he was able to throw a black eye was by luck or if your head is in the same place. So that means when you throw your punch, lean. When you throw this punch, lean. Throw the combination, bang, 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 duck. You got to duck and lean. Your head movement is the most paramount thing you can do in the ring besides throw punches. You got to get out the way. It is not trade punches. It is called hit him without getting hit. All right, y'all hear my alarm going off. I had set a timer because this phone, I got so much stuff to do today. I can't stay on live too long. Let's see, I'm going to answer a few more questions. Let's see what we got here. Boxing is king. Hey, look, I like all martial arts, but I love boxing. Even Bruce Lee got some moves from boxing. Coach, what do you think is the most technical boxer in history? That's kind of a hard one. There's no one fighter that's more technical than the other one, simply because each fighter fights a different fighter. Now, if you ask me who was the most technical fighter fighting Mayweather, then I got one person to judge by. All of the people coming in and how they fought against Mayweather. But if you're saying fighters, period, man, it was fighters fighting mismatched fights their whole lives. So it's kind of hard to say which one was the best technically because he fought that guy different than he would have fought that guy, if you understand what I'm saying. My hip rotation sucks when I throw my lead hook to the body. Any quick advice on body mechanics? Practice. When you're trying to throw a lead hook, you are right here. When you're trying to throw it, you step forward, you twist. How you twist is you put your foot is on the ground, all right, and you twist. You get up on the front part of your foot and you twist without the back touching the ground. And so you twist, just like that. And you don't go past your body. Your hook stops right here, because your body stops right here. That keeps the arm in a hook motion. So it's like this, bang. And you twist the hip, but you keep your face going in the same direction. Let's see if I can show you on the bag. I don't know if you can see me that good, but it's like this, hook. See how I stop and I twist, look. See? Stop it right there. Let's see. I'm from South Africa and do boxing. I appreciate you, man. Stay in the boxing game. Don't let nothing change your game. Even if you don't want to box in the ring no more, stay in boxing because it keeps you in shape. Thanks for answering about the gym question so you wouldn't shy away from getting involved. I don't shy away from getting involved in nothing. If it's a bad situation, I get involved. That's what life is about. Life is about getting involved. I've been a coach my whole life, basically. So, yeah, I understand bullying. I understand belittling people. It's not a part of life I want to deal with. So, yeah, you got to get involved. Because if you don't, then this kid that might have, or this person that might have been getting bullied at school, might have been getting bullied at home, now he got to come to the gym and get bullied there too. Not on my watch. I appreciate it. What do I think about the stigma about men's health and they saying real men don't cry? That's a lie. Because I'm as real as they get, and I cry at a movie. You know what I'm saying? I cry when I think about things that happen to people that shouldn't happen to people, because I got people too. And it could be happening to one of my people, one of my kids, or my wife. So yeah, certain situations put you in a bad situation. It is what it is. I ain't afraid to cry. That's why we got tears. Michael Jordan, doctor said you can never do sports again. I don't know what's wrong with you, but I'm gonna pray for you and make sure that you can at least train for health benefits, whether you play a sport or not. Keep working, coach. I got to go to the park and do my calisthenics today. Arthur Childs. Get them calisthenics in, big bro. Get them in. Them things work, bro. You don't always have to have weights. You can go get them calisthenics in. I'm talking about push-ups, sit-ups, squats, lunges, man, pull-ups, dips, chin-ups, plank. No, not it's hey look. It is. People are strapped in America. Frank Gallagher, people are strapped. Everybody but me. I don't got nothing but a knife. I got throwing knives, throwing stars. I got nunchucks. I got a bow. I got I got tumfers, and I got swords. That's how I'm strapped. So I ain't trying to make a mistake and pull the trigger. When I swing that sword or swing that axe, it's gonna be because I meant to. Hey, look, appreciate it. A. Haney or Norman? I'm going with Haney. Just looks like the better boxer to me. Kind of asked me, am I George Floyd? You know George Floyd is dead. Rest his soul. Said the gun is faster though. Yeah, but that's the point I was making. A gun is so fast that you pull the trigger before you mean to. Then you can't take the bullet back. It takes a minute to pick up a sword. I can keep you off me until I get my sword or I get my knife. It takes a minute. And I got to think about what I'm going to do with it before I do it. See, a gun is plow. I shoot through everything. But then you end up in jail, 10 to 20, trying to figure out why you did it. It's a little late in the game now. You can't take it back. I ain't into guns. So you fell for the building while working, so that hurts, so I can't even get up. It happened a couple of days ago. Well, we're going to pray that you be able to get back up because you still got a life to live. Whether you're in a sport or not, you still got a life to live. What do I think about police brutality and officers who like to abuse their powers? There's no place in the department for them. I got friends that are in the department right now. I got a friend that was the assistant chief of the Hampton Police Department. And now I got a friend that is the chief of the Hampton Police Department. Every cop ain't a bad cop, just like every guy that's out here ain't a bad guy that's out here. It's just you got bad apples in every bunch. That's how bad apples get together and make other apples bad. But sometimes you got some good people out here that's trying to do the right thing. Otherwise, you don't have nobody to call. If there's no police and you dial 911, how you gonna save yourself? So what am I saying? I want to hit a man with a sword? I'm telling you right now, if you came in my house and you weren't invited, if you're a criminal, I'm gonna move more than hit you with a sword. You're not gonna be still standing when I'm done. That's the reality. But it takes a minute for me to decide that that's gonna happen. Because when I pull that sword out the sheath and I hold that sword up, I got time to think. Boom, boom, boom. I got time to think. But when I go, I ain't got time to think. What if I shoot the person I thought I shot and he turned out to be somebody else? Turned out to be my wife walking around the house in the middle of the night. You know what I'm saying? It could be anything. But when I got that sword, I got to think for a second. I got to think about where I'm going to strike you at. That give me a minute to think for a second. And when that's the case, you know what I'm saying, things happen different. Much love from Jacksonville, Florida. I appreciate you. Do you step with the hook? And do you angle the hook in a slight downward trajectory? It all depends on where you're trying to hit him at. And stepping only depends on if he's moving. I wouldn't suggest stepping with the hook. I suggest setting him up with a 1 and a 2 before you hit him with the 3, so you know where he at. My rule of thumb is if you can't hit him with the 2, you can't hit him with the 3. 2 is a punch that comes from the back. It's like this. A 3 is a shorter punch that comes from the front. And because the arms have to stay bent for it to be a hook, those two hands hit the same time. So if I can't hit you with this one, I ain't gonna be able to hit you with that one. But if I can hit you with this one, I can hit you with that one. So that's the rule of boxing is I don't throw the 3 unless I can hit you with the 2. I test the 2 out. I be jabbing, bang, bang, I test, bow. I go, bow, bow. I know I got you, right? So with that being the case, you're not gonna be moving when I hit you. Because if you're moving, I'm gonna throw in the hook at the air. And how much sense does that make? You seen people throw a hook and end up doing it? They do that all the time because they throwing the hook, but at the same time they throwing it, they haven't measured it. So my goal is run them into the ropes and then hit them with the hook. I just did 5 to 10 minutes jump rope. Hey, that's good. Stationary bike for 40 minutes. Is that okay for fighting? It's the beginning. It's cardio. You need to jump rope. It's for your legs. It's for your feet. It's for your ankles. It's for your balance. You need the bicycle. It's for your cardio. It's also for your legs. But do some push-ups because you want to work on this right here. Do some crunches because you don't want to get hit in the stomach and go down like a sack of potatoes. 30 or 40. It don't matter. It beats a 0. Too many people up here, 0. They ain't training, 0. So you a step ahead of somebody sitting on the couch. Corey Walton, what are you talking about? Because you're just making a lot of statements up here that don't make sense. If you're going to say something, say it in a full sentence so the rest of the people that's reading it can understand where it come from. If there was an overweight 21-year-old man who had severe social anxiety and wanted to join the gym but felt too self-conscious, he asked you to go with him just for the first day so he's comfortable, would you? Yes. I have a lot of people that join the gym that ain't self-conscious about a lot of things. It's older people. I don't mean like 21. I mean like 61. It's people that know no boxing at all. They've never been in a fight at all. They want to make sure they're protected when they go in the gym. I owned the gym for years. So they came to me and they said, hey, coach, how will you put me in a situation in a gym to where I can train, but at the same time, I've never been in the gym before and I don't know what to expect from being in the gym. I said, I'm going to hold your hand, brother. I'm going to walk you through the program. I'm going to make sure that I put you with somebody that's in the same situation you in. There's always another guy, heavy, small, short, tall, older, younger. It's always another guy or another girl in the gym doing the exact same thing you're doing at the exact same time for the exact same reason. It's just my goal as the owner of the gym to look around and determine who's who and put you with who I want you to be with. How many times a day do you do abs and push-ups to start? You only got to do them once a day, but just make the routine hard enough that, you know, you need the rest break before you can start it over again tomorrow. So my suggestion is always the 50 package. That's 50 push-ups, 50 sit-ups, 50 squats, 50 jumping jacks, 50 forward and backwards arm rotations, and then walk for 30 minutes. That's 15 minutes away from the house and 15 minutes back to the house. Now, you might not be able to do all those 50s at one time, so then get a stopwatch. Do 5 push-ups, take a 10-second break or a 20-second break. Do 5 more till you get to 50. And then do the same thing with the crunches. Do the same thing with the squats. If you got to do 10 at a time, that's how you get started. And that's how you work your way up into a bigger program. But that's enough to start the ball rolling. What's my age? I'm 57 years old, but in 2 days, on November the 5th, I'll be 58 years old. Corey Walton, you make absolutely no sense on this channel, so I am about to eliminate you. Sorry, gotta go. So you tried that walk and jog with 2 dumbbells, and that is harder than running without. But I added it to my schedule. Hey, look, it is harder. It's harder. I'm telling you. People think you got to run. You don't got to run. You can get just as much work walking. Walking is running slow. Something in your hand, that's how you're going to feel with them boxing gloves on. So have them ones, twos, or threes in your hand. And when you walk, just walk and do like this. Trust me, by the time you get home, all this is going to be sore. You know what I'm saying? But you have worked. All right, Shanice, Thomas, keep doing your thing. I'm proud of you. Keep working. God bless you from California. What up, Corey? Got a vest if you want to run with weights. Small bars work for your weight. Work your way up. I got 2 vests. I got a 20-pound vest and a 40-pound vest. No, that routine ain't no joke. Hey, look, my routine is 3.5 hours long. You don't want to do my routine. I don't want to do my routine while you're jobbing. I do a 3.5 hour workout 7 days a week. And it's not like I sit down and say, I'm going to do a 3.5 workout. That's just how long it takes because of so much stuff that I do. Soviet style boxing. I like the style, but every style ain't for everybody. You know, in order to do that Ukraine style, all throwing hands and movement a lot, and Russian style, the bounce, they do like a lot of that. And you got to be in a different kind of shape, and it works for them. It works for who it works for. I teach a style of boxing, it works for who I teach it to. The bottom line is, do what is comfortable to you. You can't steal somebody else's style. It might not work for you. Okay, I have one more question. How do you, I don't know what that word is, desperate, the cardio from the workouts, but still have enough time to rest your muscles? It's called work. It's all work for a reason. Separate the cardio. You don't separate it. You ever known anybody to separate a fight? When you're in a fight, you're in a fight. That's why boxers train everything from the head to the toe. When you're in a fight, you're in a fight. You are fighting with everything you have. If you're in karate, like I spent 20 years in karate, then you are kicking on top of punching and on top of movement. So you have to train it all. You just got to train, then go home, and then sit down and get you some rest, and then get up and train again the next day. But it's just one of those things. You can't get out of it. But look, I got to get to go because my phone is about to die. I've been on it too long today. But look, I appreciate y'all for logging in. I appreciate y'all for the comments, for the questions. Please continue to get on here and ask me anything that y'all see or y'all think I might have an answer for. So with that being said, please take care of yourself. Stay on my channel. Keep subscribing. Keep hitting the notification icon so y'all can be notified every time I drop a new video or I do a live stream. So once again, it's your boy, Coach Carl, soon to be Mr. 58 is the new 28. Holla.